Welcome back to another episode review of Goosebumps. If you're new here, I've been doing episode reviews of Goosebumps, so feel free to watch my previous videos. In this video, I'll be reviewing episode 12, called Stay Out of the Basement, which is based on Goosebumps book number 2. So let's get into it. This episode originally aired on January 27th, 1996, and was directed by William Frett, who's directed The Blue Monkey, Killer Party, and Wild Card. The episode starts off with Margaret walking her mother out to her car. Margaret was played by Becky Lantos, who's known for Spyfall, Tribulation, Frankenstein and Me, and also played Corinne Hollings in another Goosebumps episode called How I Got My Shrunken Head, and also appeared in Are You Afraid of the Dark and The Tale of Laughing in the Dark. Mrs. Brewer was played by Lucy Peacock, who's known for The Comedy of Errors, Avon Leah, and playing the biology teacher in Goosebumps You Can't Scare Me. Mrs. Brewer is going to the airport to see a sick relative, and Margaret is saying how strange her dad has been acting. Then Casey runs out to give his mom a card for their Aunt Eleanor. Casey was played by Blake McGrath, who's known for Chicago and Life with Mikey. Mrs. Brewer gives them a hug goodbye, but Margaret says that their dad is always in the basement ever since he lost his job.
What does he do down there anyway?
He's a botanist. He studies plants.
I know that, but all the time?
He wants to prove to the university that they made a mistake when they let him go. You know, it's never really fun to be fired.
I know all that. I just think something's wrong. Something else.
Like what?
I don't know.
We'll give him a chance, Margaret. It's a tough time for him. Everything's going to be fine. I'm counting on you two to take good care of your father. Now go get your dad. I don't want to be late for my plane. I love you.
I love you too. Say hi to Aunt Eleanor for me.
I will.
Mrs. Brewer tells Margaret that she left Aunt Eleanor's number next to the phone in the kitchen. Margaret says okay and goodbye. They run in to go get their dad from the basement.
Dad?
He never hears stuff when he's working.
Dad?
Their dad is mad that they went into the basement. Margaret says they're sorry, but that mom told them to get them because she didn't want to be late to the airport. Mr. Brewer was played by Judah Katz, who's known for Canada Russia 72, Blood Pressure, and A Very Merry Mix-Up. Dr. Brewer tells his kids he's sorry for raising his voice, but he doesn't want them down in the basement. He tells them to walk him outside. He tells them one more time not to go down into the basement. Margaret asks Casey why he's so freaked out about it, and Casey says because he doesn't want them messing with his work. They wave goodbye to their parents outside, and it cuts to them in the living room, when Margaret starts hearing noises coming from the basement.
What was that?
Hey!
Just listen. Did you hear it?
Maybe it's the wind.
That's not the wind. Sounds like it's coming from the basement. Sounds like an animal.
Like it's hurt or something.
We have to go down there.
But Dad said that.
I know what Dad said, but what happens if there is an animal and it's like a stray cat or something and it's suffering? We have to go down here. We'll just take a little peek. Make sure nothing's wrong.
As they walk down the stairs, Casey says it's so hot down there, how can their dad stand it? Margaret asks if he can hear the noises, and Casey says he doesn't know. They look around the place, and it's like a jungle in there. Casey says he can barely breathe down there. Margaret tells him to listen, it's like the plants are breathing. Casey takes his sweater off from the heat. Casey wonders if their dad is doing the rainforest, and that he's studying that in school. Margaret tells Casey they should get out of there, but notices a weird looking plant.
What are you doing?
That plant just grabbed me.
Come on, plants don't grab people. What happened to your finger?
I pricked it on one of the thorns.
Just then, they hear their dad arrive back home, and they run back upstairs. Just when they reach the top, Casey realizes he forgot his sweater and says he needs to get it, otherwise their dad will know they've been down there. Casey goes back downstairs, but takes a sweet time finding the sweater, as well as his dad, because his dad is lollygagging to get back inside. Finally, Casey finds the sweater and runs back upstairs, just in time as their dad walks in.
I got it.
Hi, Dad. Did Mom make her plane?
Yes. You in the basement?
We heard some noises.
Like someone was crying.
Did you go into the basement?
We were scared. The noises were strange and...
No. Did you go into the basement?
Yes.
We didn't touch anything.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
Kids okay?
Yeah. We're fine.
Okay. Go.
Dr. Brewer takes him into the kitchen and asks him if he explains what he's doing down there, would it make them feel better?
Okay, now, I'm going to try to explain this to you as simply as possible. Botanists often try to take good qualities from some plants and put them into another.
And that's what you're doing?
No. I'm doing something a little bit more unusual. I can't tell you what it is right now. Okay?
Okay.
Maybe you could tell us later.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Hey, Mom rented us movies. I could make some popcorn and we could stay up late and watch them all.
No, I have a lot of work to do. Maybe some other time.
Something's not right.
We shouldn't have gone down there.
Later on at night, while the kids are sleeping, we see a green light glowing through the cracks of the door leading to the basement. The next morning, Margaret is making breakfast for her dad. Casey comes down, but Margaret tells him not to touch the plate, but there's some more in the pan.
Dad, breakfast is ready. Dad? Breakfast?
It cuts to later on in the day, and Dr. Brewer still hasn't come up to eat his breakfast.
You know how Dad is when he's working?
Yeah, weird.
He's not weird. It's just that his work is more important than breakfast, that's all. He'll eat it when he's ready. See, I told ya.
Just then, they see Dr. Brewer come up wearing a blue baseball hat. Casey says he's going outside to play, and Margaret goes to say hi to her dad.
Dad, I made you some breakfast.
Not hungry.
Plant food.
Margaret is on the phone telling her mom how she saw her dad eating plant food, and Mrs. Brewer's just brushing it off, saying maybe it's for his work.
Feeling about Dad.
Hi, honey. Everything okay? Oh, that's a shame. Margaret? Yes. You're right. I should spend more time with her. Absolutely, you're right. We miss you. I will. Bye.
I hope Aunt Eleanor starts feeling better.
That face he makes is truly creepy. It looks like he's about to murder her. Later on that night, Margaret hears some noises and goes to see where they are coming from. She goes into her parents' bedroom and takes a peek into the bathroom.
Margaret?
The next morning, Margaret wakes up Casey. Margaret tells Casey that she's scared, that she saw something last night.
Dad cut his arm, and this green stuff was oozing out of it.
You're nuts.
And he was talking to himself, and he had leaves growing out of his head.
Cut it out.
I'm not kidding, Casey. You want to know what I think?
No, what?
I think Dad's a mad scientist.
Margaret, Casey, come here, kids.
They go downstairs to see what their dad wants, and Dr. Brewer tells them to have a seat, that he's made them 2 of Dad's specials. Casey asks why he's wearing a baseball hat, because he hates baseball.
So I guess you kids think that your old dad's acting pretty darn weird, huh? There's something wrong, Margaret? Something bothering you? Come on, talk to me.
I saw you last night. In the bathroom.
Spying on me?
No. I mean that...
No. You're just concerned about me. Right?
Dad, why are leaves growing out of your head?
Well, that's just a side effect. It's only temporary. It'll go away soon and my hair will grow back. That's why I'm wearing this cap.
Why was there green stuff coming out of your cut?
Well, that wasn't coming out of my cut. That was fluid that comes from the leaves. Now, I'm working on something that is very, very unusual. I'm trying to build a plant that is part animal.
You mean you're taking animal cells and putting them in a plant?
I can't say any more. How about some breakfast?
Their dad then begins to serve them their breakfast. It's some sort of green goop. He tells them to eat, and Casey asks what it is. Dr. Brewer says it's a special recipe and to dig in. Margaret says it doesn't smell good, but Dr. Brewer says it will taste just fine.
What's the matter with you two? Pick up your spoons and eat it. get back, I expect those bowls to be empty. Dr. Merritt, what are you doing here?
Watch for Dad.
Well, as
We see Dr. Merrick arrive to see the progress he's made. Dr. Merrick was played by Harat Alanik, who is known for Designated Survivor, Monk, Dirty Work, and Billy Madison. Dr. Merrick says hi to the kids, but Dr. Brewer asks them if they finished their breakfast. The kids say yeah, and that it was pretty good. Dr. Merrick says he'll just be downstairs. Dr. Brewer tells his kids to go out and play. Outside, Margaret and Casey are talking about how weird their dad is getting, and Margaret throws the frisbee far, and Casey has to go get it. Casey then hears his dad and Dr. Merrick arguing.
they were good numbers. They were very, very good numbers. But numbers, university never got behind.
Casey!
Me, I was always trying to make a case. Dr. Brewer, please, all by myself. Listen, I don't have your same numbers in your feet. I know what I meant. I don't know what I meant.
And that concludes part 1 of Stay Out of the Basement, and so far so good. I'll have my review at the conclusion of part 2, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.